Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I need to go and take my cereal bowl because I decided to have some Cheerios for I don't know, I had a late lunch today. And I was like, I'm not gonna go to bed hungry, and I didn't want it, but it was like, I noticed I was hungry at like 9 o'clock. I was like, I can't eat a full meal right now. And so I was like, oh, I'll just have a bowl of cereal. So I ended up actually just having some Cheerios for dinner because I don't like sugary cereal unless it is dry. I only like to eat, the only type of cereal with milk that I like to have is, sometimes I don't mind Rice Chex or having Rice Krispies, but not all the time. I really only like having either regular Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios, with milk. Those are the only two types of cereal that I will have with milk. Other than that, I don't know why I cannot stand having sugary milk. I don't mind chocolate milk so much, but strawberry milk, oh my gosh, guys, I hate strawberry milk. And to me, adding sugary cereal to milk tastes sort of like strawberry, milk, and I don't like it. And so those are the two things that I cannot stand, is strawberry milk and sugary cereal with milk. Oh, I can show you guys too our front yard. Actually, I don't know if my dad's gonna fix anything else up or anything like that. Honestly, we're almost 2 weeks away or a week away from Christmas. My dad still has not finished putting all the decorations outside, but I'm pretty sure we're done. We did end up getting our big bush, which, okay, that stuff over there, can you guys see the shadow? That's the inside stuff. I'd have to turn those lights on so you guys can't see. That is our burning bush, which actually looks like a burning bush outside the way the light is illuminating it, but my dad didn't get enough of these lights, and so they're kind of a little all over the place. They look like there's more at the bottom, but then not as much at the top. I don't really know. I don't know if he's gonna fix them or maybe get another couple strands at Target, because that's where he got these. Because our Menards is completely sold out of everything Christmas, almost entirely. They have absolutely no lights left. I think maybe they have a couple packs of blue lights left, but that's it. No white lights. They have no LED lights, which is not what we're using, but they didn't have any of this stuff early on. Come on, buds. No, come on. Yeah, okay. So anyways, yeah, my dad had to go to Target to get those, which I think they look really good. They're kind of the bigger bulbs, and then we have the small, regular, the mini lights, that go from the other bush, and then we have them running down. And we were gonna do a thing over our doorway, over the doorway, sort of, not inside, but outside. And I'm kind of do we even have time for that? As Christmas is, on next Friday, not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that. I was like, is it really worth putting our Christmas lights, more Christmas lights up the week before Christmas? We've been slowly putting stuff up over the last several weeks since pretty much Thanksgiving. But again, that was the problem. Our Menards sold out of everything, and they never got more shipments in either. It's stinking toilet paper back in March. It was gone. Is that gonna be a thing, guys? Are people gonna talk about that? When you're oh, something's sold out, you're yeah, it's toilet paper. That's gonna be an inside joke sort of thing that's gonna last for years, or something that people are just gonna say years from now, oh yeah, that sold out like toilet paper. And you never, 100 years from now, people are gonna be why sold out like toilet paper? What does that phrase even mean? To go back to 2020 to figure out what it meant. Anyways, so yeah, that was literally, the lights were sold out like toilet paper. That was one of the, and has been one of the big reasons why we haven't been able to finish, because we wanted to do fresh greens. Actually, we wanted to do garland around the doorway and in our flower box sort of by the window, but Menards sold out of all of that stuff too, so it was we couldn't do a lot of the stuff that we had planned on doing. And there were other places we could have went to go and get it, but we kind of were hoping, I think I told you guys not this last weekend, but the weekend before that, Menards actually had it advertised in their in their ad, and said that they had garland. And so again, we went there and then realized where they had the garland, they were all sold out, and it was the same as the week before that when we went looking. So they were gone out of this stuff early on. And so yeah, I have no clue why, but my dad said that Target was stocked. We were able to get that stuff at Target. It was just like, Menards seemed like they had not a limited stock, but it was like once their stock was out, like they didn't get any more stuff in. And like, I don't know necessarily that Target will either, but my dad said that they still had a lot of stuff still there. And my dad also like picked up a couple weeks ago too, just the regular mini lights, because Menards didn't have any of that either. So that was the ones that we actually needed for, I think maybe just one of the bushes or something like that. And then him and Jack went over this weekend and got those big bold ones, but it definitely looks like it needs some more. It looks kind of bare and it looks weird and they're kind of all over the place. Anyway though, so yeah, that's on outside, and I'll have to show you guys at some point if we are finally actually done with decorating and everything. I feel like it's totally weird too, like our neighbors have been like watching slowly as like our house has been getting more and more lights outside, like just totally randomly, you know. But yeah, it's kind of screwed up our plan for what we wanted to do, and so it's been, like I said, just sort of randomly doing it. But anyways guys, I am happy that I got my Christmas stuff. Actually, I have most of my dad's presents done. My budget for this year, I have 2/3 of his like budgeted. So me and Matthew and Jack ended up doing sort of a group gift for one for my mom and then a separate one for my dad. And so the one for my mom, honestly, I probably actually could have just paid for myself, I guess. But anyways, I ended up, I was like, if you guys want to like go in together, we can do that. So my mom's gift was actually like, I think $33 or something like that. My dad's was like $63 or something like that as well. We figured out that between my mom's and my dad's gifts, like including tax and all of that stuff and shipping and everything, was going to come to like $33 per person. And so we ended up getting my dad something off of Amazon and then my mom something off eBay, and then I also bought my mom another gift off of Amazon as well. So I'm actually done shopping for her, and I still have like a difference of like $10 sort of for my dad as well, something like that, like close to that amount. But we ended up, like I said, doing sort of a group gift for them. But like my budget wise, what I was gonna spend on them, like, you know, like I said, I still had a difference of a little bit left over. So there's that, which I feel like my mom is one of the harder people to shop for. So like I said, I feel pretty confident in like being like, okay, I'm done getting my mom her, you know, shopping for her Christmas presents. My dad, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, like with the other, like I said, like $10 or so difference, you know, like something sort of just like small or whatever. But the thing that we ended up getting together was something that I know that he's really been wanting, and I have to share it with you guys when it comes and tell you guys why we had to get this for him, because it's kind of a sad story. Not sad story, but it's kind of like, my dad's so resourceful, and it's like, you know what, he deserves something that makes his life a little bit easier. And so yeah, and then my mom's gift was actually something that, yeah, it'll be, like I said, I'll tell you guys it closer to Christmas, just because I probably will actually have the vlogs caught up with before Christmas, and so I don't want to spoil anybody's gifts or anything like that. I think actually I edited and uploaded today. I am just about a week behind, so like scheduling and everything like that, I think by Christmas most likely I will probably be caught up, as long as I sort of maintain this and everything. But that's my bigger concern, is that I say something in the vlogs and then I actually, like I said, they get up before Christmas and somebody comes along and watches, and then you know, my mom or Matthew or somebody might end up knowing what I'm got them for Christmas. So anyways, yeah, but I don't know yet what I'm gonna get for Matthew and Jack. Actually, today, me and my dad were supposed to go to the AT&T store, and Jack, I guess, because with my old phone, I told you guys too, for my birthday, my dad was going to pay for half of my phone, and I was going to pay for the other half, because it was 2 birthday gifts, actually, this year's and last year's. And then my phone, my current phone that I have, trade-in value is worth $100, so I was gonna put that towards, you know, like my new phone. But since Jack's phone is my other old phone, he is gonna get my now, what is my current phone, which will be my old phone, and he busted the other one up, and like I said, he did some damage to it, so that's why he sort of needs a new phone, and he also has the oldest phone out of everybody, like generation wise. My dad's is actually a work phone, and then Matthew has one that I think he got like, you know, through like a used phone place, but his is still maybe a generation older than mine, or maybe his is like, I don't know, like I don't know if there were 7S's. Maybe that's what he has, because mine's a 7 that I have right now, and then I think my mom has the same thing as Matthew as well. And then Jack has an iPhone 5. My dad's is I think like an iPhone 8 or maybe an iPhone 9, but it's a work phone. He actually has a phone that's like the house phone sort of, which is just his same number that he's always had as far as like his like mobile phone number, but it is a super cheap like Galaxy phone that is so old, also that he like hardly ever uses. He uses, like I said, mainly his work phone for like 99% of the things that he does, but you know, again, just in case he doesn't have that phone anymore for work or something like that, he has like, you know, sort of his backup phone, I guess, which is really weird too, because like, again, you rely on like a work phone or whatever, and that's what he has to use because it's how he gets in touch with all the work people and all that kind of stuff, and his work emails and everything, you know. So it's kind of weird when you think about that. Like, you do kind of need to have a backup phone just in case, like, again, God forbid something happens and either like, you know, you don't have it, or the company is like, oh, we're gonna update these or something like that, but you have to be without a phone, and you know, for something and you don't actually have your own personal phone. So my dad does, but again, he like hardly uses it for things. So anyways, yeah, but Jack's phone, since it's the oldest, his is, my dad's getting him my old phone, you know, paying me sort of the difference in paying for my new phone, which will be half of the cost, and that's gonna be one of Jack's Christmas presents, is getting my old phone, because again, it's cheaper than what he could get on like a used phone, you know, site or whatever, and it is what I would, you know, get again if I ended up deciding to trade it in, but since, like I said, it just works out better to hand me down sort of and then Jack gets that. But my phone is in, like I said, perfectly fine working conditions. There's like no scrapes, no nothing. I actually, I dropped it on my carpet 2 nights ago, or not 2 nights, 2 mornings, Sunday morning, yesterday, was that yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday morning, I went to go grab my phone and my hand was asleep, and I went to go grab it. My hand was so asleep that I couldn't even hold my phone in my hand because I was trying to turn off the alarm on it, and I didn't realize that my hand was asleep, and I was like, why is my hand not working? Why did my phone just fall out of my hand? It actually landed on my blankets on the floor, but I like never, ever, almost ever have dropped that phone once, and obviously not enough that there's no damage to it at all. Like I said, I'm really good, like my phone doesn't fall places. I am a little like almost paranoid about, like, I don't want anything to happen to my phone. I don't want to drop it. I don't spill anything on it. You know, all of that kind of stuff. And the battery is still in like really good working condition and stuff like that too. Because when Matthew got his secondhand phone, he had a problem with the battery. He had to go and take it to like the Apple store and get a new battery put in like right away, like right when he got it. It only worked for like maybe about a month before he had to leave it plugged in almost permanently because it wouldn't hold a charge at all. So he had to go and get a new battery for it. So obviously that was an extra expense. So like that's something that like Jack won't have to pay for or anything like that too if he does wind up getting a used phone or something like that. Because again, brand new phones are expensive, and that's why it has been 4, 5 years now that I haven't gotten a new phone. Now I'm thinking, guys, I don't even think Apple came out with an iPhone 9. I think it was the iPhone 8, and didn't they just skip and go straight to a 10, which wasn't 10, and wasn't it just X or something? And then they had 11 and 12. So now that I was trying to figure out, because I was like, wait, how old is my phone? I think my phone is 4 years old or something like that. So yeah, the part about my dad's phone being, I think maybe his is an 8. Unless 8's what they skipped. I don't know. Anyways, so it's likely going to get the newest phone, which I'm scared about because, again, it's a lot of money to drop all at one time. I don't know. For me, I can rationalize, like, you know, getting a phone when, like, it's been a while, you know, and spending like that amount of money too, because I was honestly starting to think too, like my Mac, because my Mac is probably 6 years old or something like that. My PC is actually older, but you know, I was thinking about that for my Mac. I was like, do I want to replace this at some point? And like, you know, again, how old is it? You know, like, it doesn't have to be in not working condition anymore for me to finally be like, okay, I have to get a new one. You know, like, again, just when do I want to upgrade? When do I have the money to kind of do that and stuff like that? So that was one of those things that, again, was pondering in my mind, but I was like, yeah, no, definitely gonna get a new phone first, because what I was gonna get was an Apple Watch, and I was like, why don't I just get a new phone? And then again, you know, like I said, sort of pay the difference. So instead of going with the watch, like I said, I ended up deciding, let's upgrade the phone. And on top of that too, I felt kind of bad because, again, Jack's phone is just, his phone is obviously my old phone, so it's old, and you know, there's certain things that he really can't do on it anymore, and he has cracked the whole screen on it. Like, I don't know how he can still actually see what he's doing on there, but there's a lot of stuff that, like I said, he, you know, his phone is kind of just beat up, which I will say, I did not give it to him in that condition. Actually, when I got my new phone, which was for my birthday several years ago, you know, he got my old phone. It was in the same condition that this one is in now, and he, again, didn't left it in a football bag, and somebody, I guess, stepped on it with their cleat, and that is how one of the cracks happened. And then slowly other cracks have been starting to be discovered too. I was like, Jack, that wasn't there before. Like, they're clearly different parts of the screen and stuff like that. And so yeah, he, like I said, he deserves to also have a new one. So that's the other reason too. I was like, I kind of feel bad for him, and like, you know, he would have to, again, most likely get a used one anyway, something like that, or like a very older generation from an actual, like, because I think Apple sells some of the older generations too that you can also buy, like, I think still new, but also, again, at a discount compared to what they would cost, you know, when they first came out and all that. But anyway, we were supposed to do that tonight. We didn't end up doing it, so we're gonna go tomorrow, and then we were gonna go, like, do that and go Christmas shopping, but that seems like it's gonna take up most of our time. Plus too, we still haven't decorated our Christmas tree. It's gonna be another thing that we're gonna have to go and do tomorrow. And also we're going to, then I think me and my dad are going to go out Christmas shopping again. Will probably be for Matthew and Jack on like Wednesday. So I think that's the plan as far as, again, most of this Christmas stuff and everything like that looks. So I think that that's just, again, how things are going to work out as far as, like, we were supposed to do today, and then my dad came home and was like, can we just go tomorrow? And so I think we're going to go tomorrow, and then, like I said, maybe do like Christmas shopping on Wednesday. But that is one of the reasons why I need to figure out what I'm gonna get for people, because it was gonna be tomorrow but probably will actually be now on Wednesday. So yeah, but anyways, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give the gold thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.